Okay, this is Tom Rush Reviews, and I'd like to show you today the Boker Gnome fixed blade. Lovely little knife that sees in that Kydex sheath there. And what can I tell you about this one? Well, I can let you know that it's designed by, clean by Jesper Vox or Voxners. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Sorry, he's Danish knife maker and a very good one. He's certainly come out with many designs that have been taken up by or in collaboration with Boker, along with many other brands, and he's a very aesthetically pleasing designer. I mean, this one, for instance, I mean, I would call this the Derringer of the knife world. It's definitely small. It's compact. It's sold as a neck knife to wear around your neck, and yeah, look, I'm not particularly into neck knives. I was over a decade ago for camping, and I still would use it for that, but nothing else. I live in Australia, so our knife laws over here are very strict, and yeah. So anywho, this is the Plus, Boker Plus. So there's Boker, the German Solingen area that their best knives come out of. Then they have the likes of the Plus, and beneath that there's Magnum, which is the complete and utter starting point, the total budget series. Once you move up to the middle of the road, the Plus series, you get some really nice designs and collabs by designers that just aren't available in the cheaper ones. And these are really quite well made, or at least the ones that I've come across are. And yeah, they're quite a credit to not only the designer but also the manufacturer, which is Boker. However, as you can see there, I don't know if you can see that, China. Can you see that? So yes, it is made in China. However, they've done a pretty good job of this one. Take my hat off to them. The Chinese manufacturing side of it is disappointing for somebody that like myself that would love to see it made in Germany, but I can't afford to have it made in Germany, so I have to get I don't even know that they make this one in Germany, this particular model. So I'm happy just to have this one here and have the Chinese making it, if that's what's required for my budget, my hip pocket. So that's fine. So I told you about who the designer is, Jesper Fox. The model is the Gnome, and I call it the Derringer, or the Gnome is just as cute, and it is a cute knife. I mean, look, if I put this in my hand, you can see that's a very tiny knife. It's a little tiny gnome, and it's cute. It's very accommodating when you're holding it, because you might think, oh, there's no handle on that thing. Well, you'd be right. There's a little bit of a handle. You can fit at least 1 and a bit finger, or you can shake up a bit more and get a solid purchase of almost 2 fingers. That's with my medium, quite skinny fingers. And then you can have a lanyard on it, of course, like I do, and you can use that to get some more purchase, or at least feel as though you've got more purchase on the knife. The canvas micarta scales, and they're beautifully done. Very well designed, very well machined, and I love the fact that they've gone above and beyond to put some red liners on those scales, which look quite good, I think. There you Okay, give you a look at those. Back a bit. So yeah, very well machined on the 12C27 blade steel, stainless steel that this is this one uses or utilizes to give you the blade and the full tang. Pretty clear. You're looking at a 45 gram weight on this, so it's only a light little fella. The pricing on this one, just to give you an idea, US you're looking at $48 to $68 is the sort of going rate in the US on this one. And in Australia here, you're looking at around the $55 to $95, which for Australia is actually very good. So it's been out for an awfully long time, so that may well be why the price is, not exactly climbing. Having said that, nearly all the knife prices have climbed over the last decade for good reason. Cost of materials, labour, everything else, and transport, logistics. So ultimately, this is so popular that the price sort of dictates that it's for a mass market and that the price drops. Having said that, though it's for a mass market, there's very few knives that I actually get that I sort of go, oh, I really like that knife. It's the reason I like this one so much, like most things in life, whether it's a song that you listen to and you're sort of going, well, okay, I don't like this song at all, and later on you find yourself listening to it and end up loving it, especially because you didn't like it to begin with. The same goes for this one. This knife is one that I bought. I thought, this is ridiculous, there's no handle on it. What was I thinking? I guess I thought there'd be more purchased. There isn't. I thought, oh, it's a bit of a joke. It's not. This actually is a beautifully designed knife with a lot of thought put into it. And for what it's used for, or what I use it for, which is just cutting a bit of thread off clothing, could be for all sorts of things, cutting cable ties, opening packets, cutting boxes. It does an awesome job, and I think one of the reasons it does such a great job is the fact that you can get right up on that knife blade. It's quite wide, and at that point you can grab it. There's my thumb on it, and you can see I've still got room to move, and I can get up, get the purchase on it, put my index finger on there, and I've got total control over that. Generally with a knife, depending on what you're doing, of course, you're not using the full length of the blade. This one gives you the ability to use what you need, and the rest it does away with. And by doing away with it, you can carry it as a neck knife, if you so chose, which I would not, but to each their own. So yeah, I think it's terrific, to be honest, and I ended up not liking it, and yet it became one of my most loved knives. It's with me all the time. There's very few blades and things like that you actually get attached to. I'm actually attached to this one. I don't want to let it go, and I won't sell it. And famous last words, I know, but I mean it. This is not one that will ever be sold in my collection. And yeah, I think it really is non-threatening. So you can pull this out. Nobody's going to go running or thinking you're a bad person for pulling this little guy out. They're not going to feel any fear. It is cute. It's a piece of art. That's the way I see it. That is art. And I look at it and I just go, wow, that is the knife that I did not like, and now I love it, and it comes with me everywhere. So yeah, terrific. The Kydex sheath it comes with is there. And it is what it is. It holds the blade. Does it do a good job? Well, it's still there. I'm still using it, and it still works. Not really the most appealing when you've got a custom design knife and it's put in that. Yeah, I think they could have done better, and they have since the point where I bought this knife, the Gnome Boker Plus. The sheath has been changed many times, or at least they've put out many different sorts of sheaths. There's a leather one, which is all right, not the best, by looking at it and reading others' reviews on it. The other one is another Kydex, which I really like. It's if you imagine this, which is using two pieces of Kydex sandwiched together, and obviously they've had something else in there, not the blade, okay, to form over this Kydex material, to form the shape. They've actually got one that folds like one piece. It's one piece, not two pieces joined together. Goes up, folds over, is sandwiched and molded into heat formed with the blade itself, which gives you a beautiful, perfect, or should, I haven't had it, so I don't know, but should give you, and from what I've read, gives you a very good match up to this gnome. So yeah, look, I love it. To each their own, you may not. Your mileage may vary, but it is what it is. And look, on the blade there, the thickness of it it's quite thick. And if you have a look at it, let me just grab out the measurer, the vernier, and we have a what do we got? 3.5 mil? Yeah, 3.5 mil blade thickness, which is for such a tiny 2-inch cutting edge knife blade is pretty wide. Looks even wider back here. Could be illusionary, but it does look wider back in the tang area than it does in the, looks like it's a little bit, but who knows, I can't really tell looking at it. We got about, it's not a proper way of doing it, but I'm guessing it's around that, yeah, probably the same, probably the 3.5. So yeah, behind the edge, I'll just give you a measurement there, and you are looking at like most of them, you're looking at about 0.5, 0.4 behind the blade edge there to give you an idea of what sort of slicer it is. It's pretty good. It does everything well, and it's reliable, it's solid, it's cute. You can take it anywhere with you. It's not scary, which is a real benefit, and I think it's just done extremely well. So compliments to designer and to Boker. So well done. I do like Boker knives. I like their designs, and I like their products. So most of them, not all. There's some not so good ones, but that's the case with just about everything in life. Okay, so if you could like and subscribe if you're into it, I'd very much appreciate it, and I'll see you next time for the next review. Thanks very much, and see you then. Bye-bye.